Bummer to find that. I'd rather find the ones that are going to be alive next year. Did you know that a male white-tailed buck loses his antlers every single year? They literally just fall off their head. And yes, that means the white-tailed buck grows a new set of antlers every single year, and usually bigger than the year before. God's creation is amazing. Just look at the life cycle of the antler. A buck's antlers begin to grow in late March and early April. At first, the buck will have a fuzzy, soft velvet on their antler. This velvet gives nutrients and minerals to the growing antler. The antler continues to grow all summer long. As we enter the month of August and the buck's testosterone levels rise, the antler peaks in size, the velvet dries up, and the buck rubs off the velvet. This strengthens the neck and the shoulders and hardens his antlers as he prepares for the mating season, also known as the rut. Once mating season is over and the days grow shorter, the buck's testosterone levels drop, which creates a weaker connection between the skull and its antlers. The buck's antlers then naturally just fall off. This allows them to conserve their energy during the winter months when food is scarce and they no longer need the antlers for fighting other males. This is the process for all antlered animals like elk and even moose. Horned animals like a bighorn sheep or mountain goat, they don't shed their horns. Well, except for the antelope. They are the only horned animal that shed. But now I'm off to the woods to see if I can find an antler shed of my own. All right, Nate here, out in God's great outdoors. Today, we're going shed hunting. So, hopefully we can find some antlers, some sheds, hopefully not deadheads. I found one of those last year. Not great. And with EHD this year, hitting as hard as it did, I'm in southern Michigan right now. Man, just devastated some areas. I don't think our area got hit very hard, but I knew this time of year when I'm going shed hunting, if we're gonna find any dead deer, this would be it. So, yeah, hopefully we're not finding that. And honestly, confessing this to you, I've never found a shed in my entire life. My son, he found one last year. My wife, she stepped on one and found one. Me, nope, just a deadhead. And wasn't too thrilled about that one. It was a pretty decent buck. So we'll see what today brings. Also, other good news, getting some other hunters to hopefully join this channel, get some other content in here. I mean, the more the merrier, right? So maybe we'll get some more shed hunting videos coming up, and hunting videos in the future. So stay tuned. We'll see what we can find today. I'm just gonna follow this trail. Looks like a pretty busy game trail, so we'll see where this takes us and see if we can find anything that way. And I've already told you, I've never found a shed. I only know what I've been kind of taught or told. You know, look at game trails, you know, where deer travel a lot. Look along, you know, fences where they're jumping and landing. Sometimes they pop off. But here's what I'd like to do for this video. I'm not a pro at shed hunting, but I'm sure there are people who are watching that have found sheds before. So what works for you? Could you drop it in the comments below right now? What do you look for? What do you do? How fast do you move? What other things have I not mentioned that are really good tips for other people who are trying to go out and look for sheds, bedding areas, those kind of things? So where do you find the most success finding a whitetail shed? If you could leave that in the comments below, help out the hunting community, that would be great. So those are just a few ideas that I know of. Like I said, I'm not the pro, so let us know in the comments. Where do we find success finding sheds? Because I'm out here and I haven't found anything yet, so maybe I'm just not looking in the right places. Help me out, YouTube. Help me out, hunters. Let's do this together. And that's something. Not what I was hoping for. Well, my dad did say that coyotes, he thought got a little one. Yeah, it's a tiny one. It's tiny. Sorry, kind of graphic. But yeah, the coyotes will they'll get the small ones. So, man, I'd like to get a few of those too this spring. Oh man, I can't seem to find sheds, but I like to find other things. I like to find dead deer. I mean, this could have been a number of things. I mean, I haven't been able to get a good look at coyotes have eaten the back of it, but I mean, this it's a buck. 2, 3, 4. Looks like a good 8 point, decent. Well, not what we were hoping to find, but what we stumbled upon. Looks like a buck. So don't know when this thing died. Don't know if it was, shot by the neighbors and ran on the property and died. Don't know if EHD got a lot this year. Who knows? But decent 8 point. Just a bummer to find that. I'd rather find the ones that are going to be alive next year, but it doesn't seem to be what I can do. So I'll keep looking. Hopefully I stop finding dead deer. Well, keep finding bones and stuff. So not ideal. There's jaw. Bottom of the jaw right there. Love to find the top of the head and just to see what it was, but definitely something got killed. Something died here, so whew, yeah, hopefully I can stop finding dead deer. Stay tuned. Finding a couple dead deer. But that being said, I love coming out here and getting this fresh air and just taking a good walk in the woods. So if you haven't done it or you've never shed hunt, I encourage you. You should try it. Anytime you get outside, it's a good thing. But explore the land and see what you can find is always exciting as well. And who knows, you might get lucky. Hopefully, I'm flashing the screen back up saying I found a shed. So, no luck today. That's okay. That's all right. Like I said earlier, had a good time. So, my next question for experienced hunters in the comments, as I realized as I walked through the woods today looking for sheds, man, I kicked up a lot of deer. And I listen a lot to good old Don Higgins, Chasing Giants. And he's big on, you know, absolutely no intrusion in the woods, you know, no deer pressure. Do you think that applies to January and February too? Maybe that'd be a question I'd ask him. But I'll ask you guys, what do you think in the comments? Walking around the woods this time of year fine? You're not gonna booger any deer out of here to the next zip code? I mean, I think if you have good bedding and good place for the deer, they'll stay. But just curious what your thoughts were. Well, I hope you guys have success if you guys go out shed hunting yourself. And yeah, until next time, God bless.